Hello everyone, Constitutionalist Libertarian here, and we're going to be taking a look at an article here in this video from WorldNet Daily. It was published on 7/26. It's written by Chelsea Schilling, and it's about Snopes. And I'm just loving it. I'm loving the shit that's coming out about Snopes right now. It just goes to show that they are the last people who should be fact-checking when they have absolutely no integrity. I mean, just because I'm sure there are some of you out there that aren't aware of this, okay? This is the founder here, David Mikkelsen, and this is his new wife, okay, who's a Snopes staff member, Alyssa Young, or Elisa. Elisa, now, she is a former prostitute and porn star, I guess you could say. She'd made a few porns. I wouldn't exactly call her a star. She's a porno actress. And basically, he took money from Snopes. And this kind of came out because of the divorce proceedings with his former wife. And was blowing it all on hookers. Paid to fuck her, which if you've looked at her porn online from, like, you know, any of the sites out there, they have at least one video because it got posted by people after the whole thing came out with her and him and all this. But you look, she really ain't that great. And yeah, he ended up blowing shit tons of money on her and then leaving his wife for her. You never leave the wife for the hooker either. That's what's so fucked up. This guy is so fucking bad. Has no concept of common sense, but yet he's going to be he's going to be a bastion of fact-checking? So-called fact-checking website, and I love how they put that fact-checking in quotes. Snopes.com is reportedly on the verge of financial collapse since one of its founders has been accused of using company cash to fund its contentious divorce and to pay for fancy vacations with his new wife, a former escort and porn actress that he met paying her for sex. The financial situation has apparently become so dire that Snopes owner David Mikkelsen launched a crowdfunding website to solicit donations, according to London's Daily Mail. Readers contributed more than $500,000 in just the first 24 hours. So you got a lot of stupid fucking people out there. This guy's embezzling money from Snopes. So what do? They give him more money. That's fucking scary. That you have that many regressive leftists who actually believe Snopes is putting out factual fucking shit and are willing to finance this fucker, run the company into the ground, and milk it for every penny it's worth, including the money they just sunk into it. As WND has reported, Snopes.com, a website that's been around since 1995, is sometimes cited by other fact-checking sites to support their claims, which I find royally fucked up. If you're a fact-checking site, that means you should be checking your own facts. That means you shouldn't be relying on others who claim to be fact-checkers and claiming that you're fact-checking by saying, yep, they checked it and they say so, yep, I agree. That's not fact-checking. That's being lazy. That's not being helpful. That's being fucking hurtful to a situation. Because Snopes, if you're going to cite them, and they've been proven full of shit on more than a few of their fucking things, yeah, you're only as good as your sources, and your fucking sources suck if you do that. Facebook has even indicated it plans to use Snopes as one of its arbitrators of fake news. But right there, if Facebook, if Mark chokes on globalist cock suck-a-nut, is going to team up with Snopes, that should be a big fucking red flag when it comes to this whole quote-unquote fake news narrative. That should fucking scare the shit out of people, that they would go to these people that have absolutely no credibility. You know, a guy who cheated on his wife, his new wife who is a home-wrecking fucking hooker porno actress, and a pot-smoking fucking dumb little bitch who gets high all day and quote-unquote fact checks. I mean, those are the last people that you should be going to. But WND revealed the site has been criticized by conservatives. Actually, it's been criticized by people who are not far left of fucking center as being for having a left-leaning bias, and admits it as no standard procedure for fact-checking. It's anyone who's not far left that's pointing that shit out. It's not just conservatives. Snopes.com's founders, I should say, former husband and wife, David and Barbara Milkinson, which you look at Barbara, that's his wife, okay, or ex-wife. So, I mean, you look at her, he did trade up. I mean, I can understand on that whole trading up thing, him doing it, but you don't turn a hoe into a housewife. You don't, and I'm not even saying that on the note of being sexist. I'm talking about on being on the note of the caliber of someone you marry. All right? You just don't do that. You really don't. I mean, this is some fucked up shit. That people are just like, oh yeah, that's no big deal. But, so, there's the wife, Barbara Milkinson. So, Snopes, so the former husband and wife, David and Barbara, have been embroiled in a lengthy and bitter legal dispute in the wake of their divorce. Yeah, they really have. And why? Because he fucking stole money from the company. A company they both own. Yet, you know, Snopes is yet such a credible fucking site. They've had embezzlement from the company, you know, flat out theft from the company by this guy Mickelson, and oh yeah, we're gonna trust him. That would be like putting your child in a locked room with no one watching and have a pedophile in there with him. That's exactly what you are doing when you take someone with no credibility like these people and you use them to fact check. You are literally putting your hands, you know, you're putting things in the hands of some really sleazy individuals. At one point, Barber accused the CEO of using company money for prostitutes, which was proven he did. Barbara Mickelson also accused her ex-husband of embezzling more than $100,000 in company funds, which has pretty much been proven he did. She urged the court to limit access to David's bank account because she said she feared he would drain the company funds due to his wild spending habits, which he has had a history of doing, which he has done. David claimed Barbara took millions from their joint accounts and bought property in Las Vegas. He has since remarried to a former escort and porn actress, Alyssa Young, who is one of the site's staff members. You mean the hooker he cheated on his wife with. Let's get the facts straight here. Young, who was a Las Vegas escort until 2015, charged $500 for her services. She also starred in porn films as Erin O'Brien. Yeah. This is a bitch who's a money grubber. She's in it for the money. Why do you think she married this guy? Because of the money he had. They're milking Snopes for every fucking penny that they can. He just got $500,000 in 24 hours, and I'm sure a lot of that money is already accounted for, and it ain't for payroll and shit like that. Now, the Daily Mail reports Proper Media, an advertising and internet services company, has filed a lawsuit against David in California. A court hearing is scheduled for August. In 2016, the owners of Proper Media bought 50% of Bardav Inc., a company launched by the Mickelsons that owns Snopes. So, they transferred Snopes to another company. So they basically took their names off of it. Why? Could it be because if not just him alone, the former wife too had been fucking stealing money from it? That could be a good reason why. That could be a very good reason why. The owners took Barbara's shares of the company. So basically, she hands him over her half, and he's trying to claim the shit's bullshit, but they go into the books doing their due diligence, and let's see what they find. But now Proper Media claims David in the last year engaged in a lengthy scheme of concealment and subterfuge to gain control of the company and drain it of its profits. Exactly. I'm sure he drained it of more than profits. I bet you the company's running in the red. The Daily Mail reported David Mickelson counters that Proper Media, which Snopes also contracts for advertising work, has been holding the website hostage by withholding advertising revenue. All right, David, you're a fucking lying sack of shit. You run that other company. So unless you're fucking denying yourselves that fucking revenue, you're a fucking liar, dude. You're a fucking liar. David pleaded for financial donations this week, saying Snopes.com is in danger of closing its doors because Proper Media isn't releasing ad revenue or giving up control of advertising on the website. The company you run? Barav, you've been milking every penny of. And your partner sees you doing this and won't give you the money from the advertising that I couldn't make this shit up. You actually think when you've been milking the parent company of Snopes for every penny that they're 50-50 partners with you with, they fucking should give you the fucking money from the advertising? Are you fucking serious here? Holy shit, dude. You are fucked in the head. And you're using this to fucking get those morons on the far left who think that you're legit because you push a leftist ideology when you quote-unquote fact check, all right, that these dumb fucks actually gave you $500,000. Our legal team is fighting hard for us, but have been cut off from all revenue. We are facing the prospect of having no financial means to continue operating the site and pay our staff, not to mention covering our legal fees in the meanwhile, David said. Really? Considering there was millions of dollars at one point that you're claiming the wife took from you, why don't you sink your own fucking money into the company? Oh, that's right. You only steal money from the companies. You fucking sleazebag. You and your fucking hooker little wife there. Okay? You and your fucking whore wife. Yeah, that's right, dude. She's a fucking prostitute. This isn't slander. This isn't anything like that. She's a fucking whore. She did it for a profession. So I can call her your whore wife because she is a fucking whore. And I hope you hear this. I really do. Because she's a fucking whore and you're a fucking criminal sleazeball. The only thing she's got going for, ain't much. I mean, dude, how many diseases did you catch from her? I'm curious. I'm really curious to that. Could you be wanting the money, for, like, your Valtrex? Oops. Did I say that? I think I did. Proper Media argues that David's spending habits are the cause of Snopes' financial troubles. Well, of course they are. But while Snopes is built entirely around the concept of transparency and truth, its founder defended David Mickelson has engaged in a lengthy scheme of concealment and subterfuge to gain control of the company and drain its profits, according to legal documents filed in San Diego Superior Court. Yes, he has done that. You've got all these accusations of it from people who have actually looked at the fucking books of the company. That should say a lot. Okay, there should be a criminal fucking investigation right now by the California State Attorney General's office or the state police or something like that for the shit that's going on here. Is that too much to ask for? Oh, wait, that's right. We're talking about a far left fucking state. Oh, well, they're in Vegas, so the Vegas PD. But wherever this company is based, there should be a fucking investigation going on. I should have said that in the first place. I apologize with California. I thought I had California in my head, and if I'm just, I don't know why I said California, but they're talking Vegas. If it's Vegas or California, Timbuktu, or that's not American, but, you know, Dallas, whatever. Okay? That's the state that the company's based in. The Attorney General should be have an investigation open right now. Okay? Or the local law enforcement should be doing an investigation. There should be something going on looking into the embezzlement and all that. Besides civil stuff, there should be criminal proceedings going along with them. Proper Media accuses David of breaking his contract and rebuffed shareholders' attempts to get him to control his spending. It claims David signed court documents in June claiming he is under financial duress, but he signed those papers while he was vacationing in Orleans, France. You're fucking broke, but yet you're on a fucking vacation that most of the fucking morons who go and look at your fucking site couldn't afford. That's fucking priceless. That really is fucking priceless. If Mickelson is permitted to continue unabated as director of Bardov, he will irreversibly drain the company of important financial resources through personal and unnecessary expenditures. Exactly. Claimed, it's exactly true, and it's claimed by Proper Media, who also accuses David of pervasive fraud at Snopes, which he's clearly been doing. When the wife catches him fucking spending, you know, embezzling 6 figures and spending it on hookers like this fucking, you know, chick here who thinks that she's still got the fucking prosty, you know, fucking porn star body going on and really doesn't. I mean, she's in it for the money. That's why she's there. So to say that they're not embezzling money when you got a money grubber who literally slept with men for money, if you try to deny that fact, that they're there for the money and they're there to milk Snopes for everything it's worth, I'll call you a fucking liar to your face. I mean, you look here, okay? Early days of prostitution and porn. Very attractive, very beautiful woman. After years of prostitution and porn, a woman who's pretty much spent. That's what you got here. All right? You got a woman who's spent. Before her career in porn and prostitution, or at the beginning, I should say, well into her career at porn and prostitution. This is the woman that you're trusting with Snopes to run it legit with her husband. That should say a lot. According to the accusations, he spent tens of thousands of dollars on vacations and a honeymoon at Tokyo Disneyland with Young, his new wife. Young, now an administrative assistant at Snopes, still has a website online that says she's an elite courtesan, I should say, who provides discreet companionship for those who appreciate the finer things in life. Which goes to show that she's still a money-grubbing fucking bitch, and she's in it for the money. She didn't marry that dude for love. She saw how much money he was handing her, and she went, well, fuck me. I can stop fucking other men for money and just have fuck this guy, and I can fucking get bank. That's exactly what she thought. Young describes herself as to prospective clients, I have an adult woman's build and the soul of an indomitable force of nature burning within it. You have an adult woman's build? No, that's a fucking used up fucking build of a fucking hooker who's had, you know, so many dicks in her that at one point she thought she was a fucking popsicle. That's what we're talking about here. Okay? You do not have what you claim to have. Get over yourself. As WND reported, one of Snopes' lead fact checkers is a former sex and fetish blogger, Kim LaCapria here, who describes her routine as smoking pot and posting to Snopes.com. Okay, so you got someone high as a kite doing quote-unquote fact-checking. Good job. Kim LaCapria is disclosed to be a former sex blogger who called herself Vice Vixen. Her blog had a specific focus on naughtiness, sin, carnal pursuits, and general hedonism and bon vivant ear. LaCapria's day-off activities, she said on another blog, were played Scrabble, smoked pot, and posted to Snopes. That's what I did on my day on, too, she added. So here she is. She's supposed to be fact-checking, and she's talking about how she's done shit like play board games when she should be working. And she's doing this while she's high as a kite while she should be working? I mean, come on now. David Mickelson has told the Daily Mail that Snopes does not have a standardized procedure for fact-checking, since the nature of this material can vary widely. You have no procedure, and you're trying to claim it's because the stuff varies. Well, I think the idea of what Socrates started with Socratic method, Aristotle, added his own little bit, too. And it's leading to the scientific method. I think the scientific method would be the perfect way to, be able to fact check. I mean, that would be your standardized procedure to follow the scientific method, because every step in it goes hand in hand with how you check facts. And the fact that you don't have a standardized way to prove something is true goes to show how you have absolutely no credibility and no care on actually providing facts. He said the process for fact-checking involves multiple stages of editorial oversight, so no output is the result of a single person's discretion. Oh, so you don't let the facts themselves speak. You come to fucking regressive leftist consensuses using critical fucking theory. That could be why you've been debunked multiple fucking times at this point there, Snopes and Mickelson. Snopes has no formal requirements for fact-checkers, he told the London paper, because the variety of the work would be difficult to encompass in any single blanket set of standards. Bullshit! You're just trying to cover your ass, dude. The scientific method would work fucking perfectly and would fit the actual fucking thing you're trying to do. So would the whole thing of 5 W's when it comes to like being a member of the press and reporting on fact. You know that thing you're supposed to be claiming to be a checker of? The who, what, when, where, and why? That would be another thing that would work. So, you're a fucking liar and shut the fuck up. Quit talking out your ass and trying to cover the fact that you fucking embezzled so much fucking money from this company. It's not even funny. I mean, when you say that it would be difficult to have a single blanket set of standards, excuse me, it goes to show that you're a sleazy little fucker. Mickelson has denied that Snopes takes any political position, but the Daily Mail noted his new wife ran for U.S. Congress in Hawaii as a libertarian in 2004. Yeah, well, more than that, all you have to do is go look at a Snopes debunk or a Snopes fact check. And you can see all of them have fucking left too far left leanings in them. During the campaign, she handed out "Redefeat Bush" cards and condoms stamped with the slogan "Don't get screwed again." Let's face it, I am an unlikely candidate. I fully admit that I am a courtesan, she wrote on her campaign website. Yeah, and this is some bitch who thinks that she should be involved in fact-checking. God. Snopes is a fucking clusterfuck. Oh, wow. I love how the left, with all this shit, keeps bringing up Snopes. And they don't realize that because it has no credibility on the note of an organization and on the note of people in management positions, like the wife-cheating, hooker-loving, fucking blowing friggin' company money waste of space here. I mean, except for people... God. I forgot what I was going to say. Because this shit's just so fucked up. I'm like... It's poetic fucking justice that they're going belly up. It really is. I mean, you've got everyone freaking out now. And they're like, oh, no. Because they're like, we won't have a fact checker. What facts have they checked? I mean, when you have what you have here, Snow should just be allowed to fucking fade away. All right? These people who are like, you know, funding it through, you know, the crowdsourcing, all they're doing is dragging out the death. That's all they're doing. I mean, besides his embezzlement, and the embezzlement him and his new wife have been doing, well, the reason why Snopes is doing bad is because now the people that are center and right of center, all the way to alt-right, have now learned how to use and capitalize on resources like YouTube. And now, with that, they're able to expose Snopes for the fucking lying sacks of shit and left-leaning motherfuckers that they are. The agenda-pushing pieces of shit that they are. I mean, that's all that needs to be said. That's one reason why, besides that embezzlement, as I said, on why the company's going belly up. When you have this stupid little bitch high all day, and she's supposed to be fact-checking, and instead... besides being stoned, she's playing fucking Scrabble. Yeah, she's getting paid for that shit. No wonder why Snopes is going belly fucking up. This bitch is getting paid and ain't doing her fucking job. And that's right, you're a bitch. This has nothing to do with sexism or anything like that. If you're a bitch, you're a bitch. And with what you're doing, getting paid to do what you do, and you're playing Scrabble, for that, you're a bitch. I mean, this whole company's fucked up. There's no one in there that has any credibility. That could be the face, and could be the voice, and could be the one running the shit and make sure that Snopes is legit. The only one who would or could do that is the ex-wife right here, okay, Barbara. She's the only one. I don't know what you people think about this all going on with Snopes. I'd love to know, so feel free to definitely leave a comment about it. Anyways, this is the Constitutionalist Libertarian. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of my content, definitely subscribe. And if you want to be alerted to when the new content comes out, ring that bell. Thank you all. You have a good day.